Okay, so it's almost Greek Easter, and at this time of year, my mum would usually make a Cypriot pastry called a Flaouna. Now, a Flaouna has cheese, sultanas, sesame seeds, and obviously some other pastry ingredients around there. That might sound like an unusual combination to you, but I guarantee you they are delicious. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? This year, I'm gonna make it. And then I was like, yeah, that's too much effort. I'm just gonna take those core ingredients, try to turn it into a cookie, a Flaouna cookie. You know, it'll work. First, we got 250 grams of melted butter, going in with a 1/4 cup of sugar, a little bit of salt. Just want to make sure that butter isn't too hot because we're about to add some eggs and you don't want to cook the eggs. So just going to mix it a bit, make sure it is cooled down after melting it. Chucking in a teaspoon of vanilla. Next, I'm adding in 3 eggs. Just give it a light mix in here. I'm adding a teaspoon of dried mint. We'll add some more mint later, they'll be fresh. Adding in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 2 cups of plain flour. Just gonna sieve that through. Adding in 2 cups of tasty cheese. Okay, we have got some halloumi made in Cyprus. All right, next, I'm gonna add in some freshly chopped mint. Give that a light mix. Just mixing it now before I put it on the mixer, just so it doesn't throw up all the flour everywhere. Put that on a slow speed and get that all mixed together. Now, I left this to the last minute because I don't want the sultanas getting chopped up and everything. I want to kind of keep them whole. And we are adding, well, basically I'm putting in the whole packet, which is 375 grams or maybe a cup of sultanas. But you can never have enough sultanas. Just going to give that a light mix. Just get the sultanas mixing through the dough. Okay, so I couldn't really comment and tell you that this tastes delicious because, well, I haven't tried it yet. But as far as the dough mix goes, I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. It's got a really nice aroma. I can smell the mint, smell the sultanas. Gonna grab myself a Ziploc bag, chuck the dough in here, put it in the fridge for about an hour. Now, once you've got the dough, like with any cookie, you could probably leave it in there for 3 or 4 days. And some people say the longer you leave the dough in the fridge, the better the cookies taste. But I do want to bake these today, or maybe tomorrow, we'll see how we go. You could leave this to when you're ready to eat them. Like, you only need probably about 10 minutes to cook this. But like I said, I'm hoping to get all my baking done tonight, so let's chill it in the fridge. Okay, so it's been about an hour and my dough is nice and chilled. So now I'm gonna try and form it into shapes, put on some baking trays, then into the oven for probably about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm not too sure. Usually when I cook my cookies it's about 8 minutes, but because I've got these other ingredients, it might take a little bit longer. So the idea is set the timer for 8 minutes. And once they start to look that nice golden brown crispiness on top, they're done. So let's start making the shapes. Just gonna roll that into a bowl. Gonna make these kind of big. Try and give them more of that Flaouna look. Just give it a press down. Get the nice round shape happening there. And repeat. Okay, so now we're going to put some more mint, dry mint on top of them. Adding in that bit of extra flavour. And some sesame seeds. Spoon of parmesan cheese right on top.